Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Sharon of Lily Pond Treasures and we are in cold Pennsylvania. It's cold and damp here, but we are in Pennsylvania to visit our son. And if you're new to my channel, I'm just going to give you a little background on why we are here. Back in November, my father-in-law passed away, Alan's dad, and we came up in January to go through his house and get the things that we wanted. Well, one of the things that we took was a full-size mattress and box spring to put into our son's house that we can sleep on while we're visiting, because we've been sleeping on an air mattress for 10 years and we're over that. But we don't have a bed frame. So we were at the Fleetwood Antique Mall back in January and we did see a bed frame that we really liked. So we are back to see if it's still here. And while I'm here, I am going to film inside the store. So why don't you come on in and join me. Let's see, do they have it? This is where it was before. There's no bed there. There's no beds in this section anymore. Maybe they moved them. Look at this. It's a deer. Well, let's go see where the beds are. Found it. They moved the beds to a different room. Isn't that pretty? It's a full size. That's what we need. It's just the headboard. That's all we need, and the frame. So we are getting that bed frame. Let's go around and see what other people have. There's a lot of Longenberger baskets here. Baskets are still very popular here in Pennsylvania. And look at this bench. It's a live edge board. There's more baskets. They have Hot Wheels here. They do have a little bit of furniture here. It's not all old. Some of it is on the newer side. They have a case here with old money in it. There's coins. And here's a case of Hummels. You see what's over here. There's small books over here. There's a violin. I don't normally show these cases because it's really close to the checkout and there's usually some noise there. But nobody's there right now, so I'm taking advantage of it. Oh, there's some snow babies. Here's some crystal. I don't know if any of it's Waterford. I don't even pick up any of it anymore unless it's Waterford. What does that say? Made in Germany. Well, this is a vase. I saw this the other day somewhere else. My great-grandmother had this exact vase and I have it, but mine broke. It's cracked, but I still have it. I just can't use it. There's some Life magazines. Look at this old Victorian set. Okay. Here is a booth that is mostly mid-century modern. I like that picture. Those dishes are pretty. Let me see, what are these things? Little molds or something. Okay. There's some costume jewelry. I don't know a lot about costume jewelry. I don't buy it that often. Oh, they have some foam wrap. Okay, that I might need some of that. I don't know. Here is a peanut roaster. An old ice box. Okay, I usually look in here. They always have paperweights in this one. There's a Murano right there. You see the swirls? You can see the Latticino. Let me zoom in on that. If I could. Here, look at the Latticino on that. I would love to know how they do that. I don't know what that, oh, there's a lucite box back there. That's different. And then there's other paperweights like this. I like those too. They have old toys cars over here. There you go. These marbles, they have $850 for all of them. They would probably sell them if they could break them up into lots, smaller lots. Nobody can really afford $850 worth of marbles. Here's some of the Hess trucks. I don't remember the training van. Have any of you seen it, that one before? Looks like a camper. Here is a carnival dish. It might be Fenton. It has handles on both sides. That's a really nice color. Here is a W.E. Gerber bottle from Tamaqua, Pennsylvania. I grew up in Tamaqua, Pennsylvania. It was a soda company from the 1920s. And we believe it was on Hazel Street. I know exactly where it is. I've never seen their bottle before though. This is really cool. Look at this old stove. You'd have a fire in here. I actually knew an old lady back when I was a kid that actually used a stove like this. They have some old soda crates. They have Pepsi here, Coca-Cola. I don't know what KBW is. There's a cardboard bread box. Hold on here, I gotta look at that. I never heard of this. Bread apparently came like this at one time. There's some old stuff in this room. A lot of chests. Here's a saddle. There's some spinning wheels. These are real ones too. They're not ones that are decorative. They're the real thing. Some old pottery, pots. That would have been cooked in a fire. Here's some nice chandeliers. That looks like something that would go in a modern house today. This section right here has some old furniture. I really like that buffet right there. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's $110. They have a lot of hutches over here. This is a nice bed. It's an oak full size, 110. I love the carvings. Here's an old safe. Oh, it's heavy. A business probably would have had this. Put their money in at night. They have some of these old doll houses here. This one's $48. And so is this one. They're coming down in price. They used to go for a lot of them, over $100. If you like tools, here's a booth full of old tools. There's some doorknobs. License plates. Light fixtures. If you're restoring an old house, it's hard to find this kind of thing. I am now on the second floor. I really like these glasses here with the flowers on. They're frosted. It looks like it could be a hazel atlas, but I'm not sure. All the character glasses down here. They have the Wizard of Oz. Now they have individual booths up here. We have lusterware. This table is a really nice mid-century modern style table. Here is an oil painting from R. Grimm. That is a local scene. This is the scenery you see around here. Oh look, there's Helen and there's George. They look homemade. And here is another painting from R. Grimm, another local home here. Here is a Fenton hobnail jam jar. It has its spoon and underplate. Oftentimes something's usually missing with these. But look at this old table. These things never wear out. With the Formica top. It's from like probably the 50s or maybe even earlier. I'm not really sure. But I really like that cabinet right there. Look at that color. The last time we were here, back in January, we came in here and we were looking at these yearbooks and we found Alan's dad in one of them. I don't remember which one it was. Wouldn't be the 49, it would be the 56 maybe. I think he was in this one. Alan's gonna look for his dad in the yearbook.
In case you missed it the last time.
Yeah. They have a lot of these slicers. I guess they're considered mandolins. People here used to make a lot of coleslaw or sauerkraut. That's a big thing here. That's probably what they were used for. This store always has really old kitchen things. Look how old that bowl is. All the meals that have been made in that bowl. Can you imagine? I have a lot of chests here. I noticed that the last time I was here too. Some of these paintings, that looks original there. It's a watercolor. There's more furniture over here. Oh, these are pretty. I don't know if I ever saw, that looks like Pyrex. Let me see, maybe not. It has that pattern of Pyrex. Yep, that's Pyrex. This one is not Pyrex. I don't know if I ever saw that size. Here is, oh, I thought these came with sour cream. You see, Welch's had these glass containers, and I was actually thinking about this morning. I kind of remember the Welch's, but I thought sour cream came in these glass containers, and they did. There it is, pen-made sour cream. Yeah, 1970. It must. Yeah, that it was in 1976. I would have been 7. I knew I remembered it. Here is a red Pyrex bowl. I want to look at the condition of this one. If you look, hold it up to the light, you can see the condition. This one is scratched up pretty much. Yeah, for $20. I'm going to pass on that one. Although the red one's a little bit harder to find. I'm also looking for the small blue one like that. Here's some old photo album, a record album covers. Okay, they're records. Piano rolls. Those are the ones that the piano will play by itself. Here's an old Edison record player. That's a beautiful bed. Oh, there's a boiler pot for $75. I have one of these in my booth at Indian River Antique Mall. It has a lid. There's the apple cookie jar and salt and pepper shaker. I want to get over there and get a closer look, but I have to move around. Hold on. Okay, it's not telling me the maker of this, but it has the cookie jar. There's a small canister and the salt and pepper here. Some nice things in this booth. Now that is the floor, so I can't really go back and look at anything closely, but I really, here, let's zoom in. I like that vase right there. They have a Blendo picture behind this owl. That's nice. It's a light blue. I'm just going to zoom out one more. There you go. There's a schoolhouse cookie jar. I really like that recipe box. It's $20. There's a Blendo salad bowl in the pink. Oh, this is handmade. That's $20. Look at that artwork. That is so cute. That's $16. Okay. Okay, I'm going to continue. Here's a Shawnee pottery. This is a console bowl. That's that metal. That's metal. There's a fan behind me. You hear it popping. Okay, now there's a back room area from here. All these old toys. Oh, it's a tambourine. And Mickey Mouse. Here's some puppets. That looks like Richard Nixon. I don't know if these are actual characters or just generic characters. Oh look, the Partridge Family's board game. I never played this. The object is to race to be the first to reach the bus. Okay, let's start in the back room here. Yeah, some Fiesta ware. Here's some depression glass. Here's in the yellow, and they have it also in the pink. Here's another old record player. That's a pretty dresser. $110 that comes with the mirror. You don't see a lot of painted furniture here in Pennsylvania. Let me see. There's some pool balls there. I saw mine for $3 each. People pick their favorite number. You can get some old patterns. You can get some vintage clothing here. Oh, this is really nice. $24 for the set. I don't know who made this. I don't remember seeing this pattern either. This booth seems to have a little bit of everything. It has the toys, it has the tools, there's the dishes. That's nice. Mikasa, the garden bouquet pattern. That's a pretty vase, right? Or picture, I mean. I would use that as a vase, though. Raggedy Ann and Andy. Do kids even know who they are anymore? Okay, this has all kinds of magazines in this booth. Here is an old Sears catalog. Wonder what year it is. Does it say? It might not. The cover is ripped off, so it's not going to do us any good. Oh, there's some more Sears catalogs. There's more yearbooks and stuff here too. Oh, there's a shelf up on top too. You gotta look up. There's an old toaster. You put it in front of the fire, it looks like. I don't think it's an electric one, or is it? It's hard for me to see. All kinds of trains. There's a punch bowl set that has the little caddy here for all the little glasses. Some of these booths are kind of empty. Mine's jam-packed. That's a nice sign to put in the booth. Please be sweet and keep our linens neat. That's a great idea. I don't know why they unfold something and they just throw it down. Oh, there's some marbles. I wonder if any of these glow. I gotta get my black light. Okay, let's test it. I don't see any of them glowing. Nope. Well, that's disappointing. There's some cookie jars up on the top shelf here. And pictures. Here's some steins. Now these look like the pottery that you would have painted and made yourself. There's some carnival glass, some iridescence. Salt and pepper shakers. I think we're just about at the end now. Yep. Here's some glass. This is the stuff I like. I like these frosted glasses.
We're always one button away when you make us the #1 preset on the new iHeartRadio. Y102.
Okay, we are at the end. Well, we got the bed loaded. That means no more sleeping on the floor. Yay to us, huh? We're getting old, we're getting a little older. It's getting a little harder. I hope you enjoyed that store. It is older things that I don't normally film, but this is Pennsylvania. It's different from Florida. Florida has a lot of vintage. Pennsylvania has the antiques, so that's why it's a little different here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next video. Okay, bye-bye.